So now we are going to do the setups for purchasing responsibility. So in this point of time, already we created one new responsibility for purchasing operations. So that responsibility is JPP9 PO responsibility. So now we can choose the purchasing responsibility. Here the purchasing module is coming from which level in multi-arc? We have 5 levels, right? So business group, ledger, legal entity, operating unit, inventory organization. In which level the purchasing department? The purchasing department is involved at operating unit level. Whenever the respected responsibility is applicable for operating unit level, we need to set the additional profile that is called as a MO operating unit profile. Already we set that profile also, right? So business group level and ledger level. Next, operating unit level. Operating unit level, which profile we assigned? MO operating unit, right? In that operating unit we specify our operating unit, that is called as a course operating unit, right? Then now here observe this one. Once we are going to access the purchasing responsibility, first we need to set these 3 options. So already we set these 3 options. Financial options, it is applicable for course operating unit, and receiving options, it is applicable for inventory organization. So which inventory organization we want to receive it, or member 1 or master, all will be there, all will be assigned already. This is the options. Next, purchasing options. Here when we open the purchasing options page, we assign already this account, okay? But observe this one, we don't have any document numbering information. We don't have any information. So what is this information means? So we create the equation in PO module. We create the RFQ in PO module. We create the quotations in PO module, and also we create the POs in PO module. The respected document number does not available here. So means here we create the PO responsibility, but the respected PO responsibility does not have the proper functionality. Does not have the proper functionality. How we are going to get that proper functionality for this responsibility? So it is a pure functional setup. So in this point of time, go to system administrator. From system administrator, we want to run one standard program. We want to run one standard program. While run the standard program, the respected responsibility got a functionality, which are default one. Then go to view, request, submit a new request, click on OK, and then here the respected program is replicate seed data. It is one of the program which is transfer the functionality from system administrator to purchasing responsibility. So here once we are going to choose this one, system is asked to us which operating unit you want to create the functionality. Then here we select our course operating unit. Okay, now click on OK, OK, submit, no, find. Once this program is completed, let us go to check it in our purchasing options, whether the purchasing options is generate the document numbering or not. Now once this program is completed normal, now we can go to check it in our PO responsibility. Go to purchasing options. The numbering is generated. So okay, so here how we can go to generate the number, either manual or automatic. Now we want to generate the number automatic. So for RFQ number, so RFQ number is started from 1 or 1000, depends upon our business requirement, we can choose that. And also quotation number is started from, so it is also automatic, it is also started from 1. The same number is going to repeat it for that quotation number. So next PO number, so PO number also it is started from 1. And requisition number is also started from 1. So depends upon our requirement. Suppose say example, purchase RFQ number is started from 500 and quotation number is started from 1000 and PO number is started from again 500, depends, okay, which is the number we specify there. From there onwards the numbers are generated automatically. Okay, now we are going to save the records. Then once it is completed, now we can possible to do the operations. Before going to do the operations, first of all we are going to check it whether the accounting periods are open or not. Okay, so here we are going to check it, periods are open or not. Financials, accounting, open or close periods. Then so all periods are open, so we don't get any problem, we successfully do the transactions. Next, control purchasing periods, these are also already we open, so we don't get any problem. So all periods are successfully open in our responsibility. Next, now we can go to open any one of the form, we can check it whether the form is open or not. Requisition form, now the requisition form successfully open. Now we can go to, we can possible to do the transactions, but here observe this one, this is our operating unit. Okay, but here we cannot possible to process the respected flows. Suppose we possible to create the requisition, but we cannot possible to approve the requisition. All of you clear? And also we can possible to create the PO, but we cannot possible to approve the PO because of we don't have the specific hierarchy. We don't have the specific hierarchy in this respected purchasing responsibility. So how we can go to do that? So here we want to define one more hierarchy, setup, approvals. So first of all we are going to define the approval groups. Already we have a position hierarchy which is available in HRMS. Okay, which is available in HRMS. Here first of all I want to define the approval groups. Here observe this one. This is the requisition. This requisition is going to access the which employee? Dell employee 1. Is this our employee? It is not our employee. Our employee is JPP9 employee 1. This is he is our employee, but here it is choosing the default one. Okay, let us now we can go to check it. Setup, personal. First we are going to define the approval groups. Then here in this point of time we are going to specify the respected approval groups. Each and every approval group we have a proper limit and value. So here now I want to define the approval group. First approval group JPP 9 approval group 1. It is one of the approval group. So coming to here, then specific, document total and account range. Here observe this one. Now I am going to specify document total. Document total means each and every one, request, RFQ, quotation, PO, each and every one we call it as a document. So that document total, how much we are going to give. Suppose now I can possible to create any transaction up to 1 lakh rupees. Up to 1 lakh rupees we can accept it. We can possible to create the transaction. Suppose if you want to create the request up to 1 lakh we can create it. But we cannot possible to create the more than 1 lakh. These are all the functional setups. As per the hierarchy level we are going to define. And the next we have one more option, account range. Account range means up to, suppose we are create the request is 1 lakh rupees. So how much we can possible to create the how much approval we can possible to create it? Up to 1 lakh only. Okay, but we cannot possible to give the account range only 50,000. Suppose if you give the 50,000, what happen? We can create the request, but we cannot possible to approve the request. Approve the request. So for that purpose we are going to give the 1 lakh. Okay, and also here we can give the company level 01, high we can give 99, 00, 99. Just time being I am giving this. Up to these accounts we accepted. Okay, now we are going to save these records. Save these records. Once we completed this one, now we are going to assign these approval groups to a respected assignments. We close this one and we'll be going to assign the approval assignments. Then here we are going to choose the position. But here what happened? System does not show us our position hierarchy. Our position hierarchy. Then how we are going to get our position hierarchy? But actually we create the position hierarchy. The position hierarchy will be created in our business group. But the position hierarchy does not reflected in our purchasing responsibility. So how we can go to reflect that position hierarchy in our respected responsibility? So here we want to run one program. The program is fill employee hierarchy. Once we run this program in this respected operating unit, automatically the respected position hierarchy is transferred from business group to this operating unit. Click on submit. Now find it. Let us check it. Once it is completed, now we check it in our approvals, approval assignments. Let us here we are going to find out the position is, what is our position? CEO. Okay, this is the our position. Earlier this position does not available. Now we are going to assign the approval groups to this CEO. So here I am going to specify document range. So we have all documents. These documents we are going to assign the approval groups. I am going to assign this all documents to respected approval groups. Now we are going to blanket. What is our approval group? JPP9 approval group. If you assign this approval group, the respected employee is possible to create how much amount for a document? Up to 1 lakh. Up to 1 lakh we can possible to approve it, right? And next we can go for another document, blanket release. For this one also we can create it, and another one is contract, and another one is internal requisition. So these are all the functional setups. For time being I am going to define this. Internal already completed. Plant is also this one. Next, purchase. Next, scheduled. Next, standard. Okay, now save the records. So once it is completed, now we can possible to check it in our requisition. So go to requisition. So still it is applicable for Dell employee. So have you remember, we are assigned the Dell employee to this user, JPP8. So that is the reason that employee is going to access this respected user. So where we are going to change the person for this user, go to system administrator, user define. So here we want to change that employee. Now we are going to give JPP9. So we have two employees. Which is the employee is assigned for CEO? Employee 1 or employee 2? Sure? Employee 1 is applicable for? Okay, let us check it 1 second. Default I am going to assign this employee 1 and go to check it in HR responsibility, people, enter and maintain one. Because of actually I given the approval groups for CEO, that is the reason. Okay. Sorry? Yeah, everything. Okay, this employee doesn't have any job. Okay, so what is another employee? Definitely we can go to choose the second employee. Second employee is having the CEO job. So okay. So that person also doesn't have the CEO. So what is the job? Position is senior manager. So we are going to change the position in approval groups, assignments. In that position we can give the CEO, right? Just we can go to replace that. And also we can change the administrator, user. Go to user define. Here we want to change it to employees. So this is the person is applicable for which position? Senior manager position. Go to PO responsibility. Here also we can change it, or else we can possible to create a new approval group. Nothing to worry, but better to change here approval assignments. So here then what is the position? Then this is the position is applicable for that. Now I want to change here. Okay, it is not possible to change. Okay, let us we can change the job to that respected manager position. Automatically it will be going to applicable. or else we can go to create one more business approval group and one more assignment. It is taking a long time. So go to HR responsibility and the people, enter and maintain the PP9. So second employee, here I want to change the manager as CEO. Okay, and the position also CEO. Now automatically this respected employee is having the approval hierarchies. Are we clear on that? So if you go to search in any company, each and every employee does not have the proper approvals, right? If you go to purchase items, the respected person is there. If in case the items quantity or items bill is going to increase more than 10,000 rupees, we can go to another person who are responsible for approve that hierarchy, right? The same manner. Now we can go to open the any one of the requisition form. So now this person is possible to create the requisition and approve the requisition. It is possible to create the requisition and approve the requisition. All of you clear? So these are the minimum setups is required while do the purchasing transactions in PO module. Are we clear? So without missing any one of the setup, we can't possible to do any transactions.